はい、どうも皆さんおはこんばんにちは。青いりんごです。久しぶりの実況ゲーム実況ですね。ということでやっていきたいと思います。はて、最後が3年前だったとかそういうことを記憶しておりますが、ちょいちょいね生放送してたりするんですけど、いろいろトラブルがあってだいたい非公開になってしまっているのでちょっと悲しいところではあるんですが、やっていきたいと思います。はい、今回やるゲームはこちら Call of Cthulhu ということで、ご存知でしょうかね。 TRPG の Call of Cthulhu、狂気に落ちるって書いてありますが、もう産地チェックみたいな、なんか聞いたことないですか？産地チェックみたいな曲はね、なんか宇宙的存在とね戦ったり、宇宙的存在から逃げたり、宇宙的存在を解決したりみたいなね、なんかそういうテーブルトーク RPG ボードゲームみたいなのがあるんですけどね、それをゲームにしたというものが、約3年ちょっと前ぐらいですかね。これが2018年の発売なので、発売されてるんですね。これね、本当は発売日に買ってるんですよ。ただね、なんかいろいろあって結局できずじまいで、一回もやってないっていう3年越し、実質 4年越しぐらいのゲームになりますが、やっていきたいと思います。では早速 Call of Cthulhu の世界に入っていきましょう。空きスロットへ保存。第1章、ボストンピアス探偵事務所。1924年、ボストン、酒と睡眠薬で記憶を振り払う第一次世界大戦の退役軍人エドワード・ピアス。現在は立ち直るため案件探しに苦慮している私立探偵。早急に新案件を見つけなければピアスは免許剥奪の危機である。案件をこなしていかないと探偵って免許剥奪になるんですね。で、探偵に免許ってのがあるんですね。面白い。ということで、早速第1章。ということで、早速やべえとこにいるじゃねえかよ。おい、どうなってんだ。月を称して移動します。ほらもうなんだよ、これ一体何なんだ。これは草だな。これ絶対ねあれだよね、持つ的なあれだよね。やだ、これシャガもできるね。いいね。なんてこった。いやでも言うて魚だよね。これサメじゃん。だってほらサメだよね。誰がこんなサメをねこうやっちまうかっていうのがあれなところなんですがね。めっちゃ綺麗に食うじゃん。ちょっと待って。魚の骨ってこんな感じ？違くない？これ魚の骨じゃないよね多分。サメってあんな感じなの？ちょっとこっち見てみようぜ。開かないですね。なんかある？なさそうだね。鎖ってね、横の引っ張りには弱いんですけどね、ねじる力には横の引っ張りには強いんですけど、ねじる力には弱いらしいんですよ。ねじりながらなんかね、こうねじ切れるようなぐらい強い棒があればね、そんなことをせずに先に進めという話なんですが、これ何？どういう洞窟なの？先に進んでみますか。 こういうとこ意外となんかいろいろあるんじゃないかっていうね。なんかいる？なんかいる？いないね。開かないですね。さっびさびの。すごい曲がり方してるけど、怖っ。まずあのランタンを取ろうってことか。何もない。闇隠れ。調べるために照らすアイテムが必要になります。オブジェクトを開く。ハリケーンランプ。ちょっとハリケーンどういうやつ？オイルランタン的な。やだよね、こういうところの水場。お、何？ああ、なんかそこはなんかね、ジャンプとかないかな。びっくりした。登ったりはできないご様子で。さっきの絶対あれだよね。ここで使うよね。よいしょ。違う。こうかな。もうね、決定ボタンを間違えるんですよね。はい、よっしゃー。こっち側も切っとこうぜ。2箇所切っとけば間違いないですよね。それよっと。おい。勘が言っている。よし、開いた。よし、向こう負けに行こう。もしかしたらね、こう開けとかないとね、パニックった時に開かないってなるかもしれないからね。はい、お邪魔します。私に続き運命は粘れた。逃れがたいほどにお前を引きずり込むだって。なんかある？この扉なんだ？ああ、そういうことか。うわ、すげえ。ちょっとシャチじゃないあれ。これシャチっぽいよね。どういうこと？なんて粗末な捧げ物なんだ。はい、よし。はい。シャチ？本当にこれはシャチか？なんか浮いてる。なんか走るって出るってことはさ、なんか起こるってことだよね。おら。
Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
嘘だろ。なんだ、夢か。よかった。
I hate whiskey.
なんだ、夢か。びっくりしたわ。あんなリアルな夢ね。なんかいろいろありますね。案件とか。ピアース。何ですかね、ピアース。ダークウォーター。まだ、ピアース事務所。ダークウォーターってなんだ？ライター。いいね、ジッポー。このジッポーいいですね。あ、すごい。はい。まあいろいろと事務所の
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
調査終了。中身とか見れないのかな？見れないらしいです。
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
事件解決。エドワード・ピアス。潜り酒場の恐喝事件。うん。
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. Natural sciences,
あ、そういうこと。
linguistics,
自然科学、
archaeology.
言語学、考古学。探偵にしてはいろいろ知ってますね。はい。ちょっと静かにしといてね。お、
Been
マ
a
イクラ
while
か。
since I jotted down something other than my
あく
nightmares.
びがいのことについて書いたのはずいぶん前のこと。おお、案件。あ、はい。もしもー
I'm
し。
listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth
ウェントワース
Investigating
大抵事務所と契約を結ばれている
That's correct.
ピアス、そうです。ピアスさん、はじめまして。ウェントワースで探偵管理と担当しております。ルーシー・シェードと言います。あなたのファイルに問題が発生したためご連絡いたしました。実は書類の一部が燃えてしまったのです。
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
だいぶ落ち着いてんな。キャラクターポイントを割り当ててください。各キャラクターのポイントでスキルコアを上げます。でもこんなね、なるほどね。あ、本当に TRPG って感じですね。面白いな、これ。あ、こんなんもう物量でいくしか。あ、ちょっと待って、6CP。あ、そういうことか。8CP 持ってるらしいです。8キャラクターポイント。だいたいね、TRPG の定番って言うと、オカルト系上げるとね、産地が下がるんですよ。そんなことないかな。ほら、嘘見抜くならね、やっぱね、心理学とか上げてた方がいいじゃないですか。プロだって。マッチプロ。そうだよね。だってこの人軍人だったからね、筋力はプロだよね。目星に持ってきますか。どうする？ここら辺振っとく？医学とか。オカルトちょっと振ってみようか。はい。これで、OK？ うん、これで、はい、確認。OK！ へえ。あ、それに関してこのですが、ちょっと込み入った質問にしてもよろしいですか？
What's wrong?
なんでしょう？ご存知のように私どもは皆さんの仕事をしっかりと監督したいと思っています。最近新しく請け負っている案件が少なくなってきているようですね。やかましい。
Work is scarce.
仕事がないんじゃ。今はこれ
But
まで
are
以上に仕
those
事が
cases worth it?
Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, do you still...
あ、そういうことか。
I'm coming.
あそこの探偵事務所と契約してるから使えますよっていうのを証明しない
Sir,
と
I
いけない
came
ですね。
here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter?
博士。
Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
ああ、やばそうですね。
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
しれっとくやん。まずは見てみようぜ。
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
サラオキスがメッセージが込められてるように見えるが、このマークあれだよね。あ、手帳を見る。はいはい。
A warehouse on Darkwater.
サ
Some
ラ・ホーキン
sketches
ス
of
の
the
事件
Hawkins
ファ
family.
イル。
Rather
ダニエル
thin.
倉庫ホーキンスの一家のスケッチ、情報が少ないな。配送伝票。判読不能な場所もあるが、住所の一部は解読できる。ダークウォーター第36号倉庫。あ、そういうこと、なんか、あれですかね、不当みたいなところの倉庫ですかね。捜査報告。出火元はダイニングで一家全員が犠牲になったという。警察は事故として片付けているが、サラ・ホーキンスの精神的虚弱という、精神的脆弱かな虚弱かなという主張を通す。それはなぜだろう。切り抜き、サラとダークウォーター出身の実業家チャールズ・ホーキンスの結婚について書かれた一本の記事。二人はここで一人の息子のサイモンと隠居生活をしている。
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these?
いやー、なんとも言えないんですが、これなんだ。まずは、
The sender's label
聞いてみましょうか。
mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you
送られ
think
て
your
きたらしい
daughter
です
could have
ね。
been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
まあ、この絵はね、
Could
ただ
be
の絵じゃない
exactly
で
as
す
it
よ。
appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
You must tell me
警
if
察
what
のあ
the
なたの調
police
査、精神
suggest
状態が
about the
正しいか
mental
教え
state
て
of
くだ
your
さい。
daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions.
Oh.
Everyone knew that.
精
She
神
never
的
would
に
have
不
hurt
可
a
思議とかじゃな
fly.
くて、
She only
何かが
thought she saw
見えていた
things.
と。
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce.
ピアス君。
You must find out the truth about her life and death.
サラ・ホーキンスはどこに住んでいたんですか？なんか
Never heard
聞いたことありませんね。
Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the
ボスト
coast
ン
of
の沖合にあ
Boston.
る小さな
Sarah
小
lived
島。
there with her son and her husband.
へ
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
オッケー。
Her
この話
husband
何
was
か
a
おかし
big
いです
deal on the
ね。
island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile.
ほう。
I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
アクシデント。はい。36倉庫キー。あれ、聞
The
いたけど。
sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with...
And you think your daughter could...
That is what you... Go to Darkwater.
あ、ここも OK ですね。
I think
じゃ
I'm
あ、
beginning to
OK です。
understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right
何かを
before
予
her
告してい
death.
るような回。
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
ほう。
Darkwater.
はい、じゃあ一旦ね、あれを置いてみましょうか。手帳だ。ああ、なるほどね。これが目標、ピアス君の状態。ダークウォーター、誰？あ、これが旦那さんと娘さんの旦那さんと息子さんだね。はいはいはい。もう明らかにね、このマーク、クトゥルフーのマークでございますね。
I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information.
飲まない。いやー、禁酒だ禁酒。飲むな飲むな。おー、なんかめっちゃあるやん。
I used to be an avid reader.
昔はよく本読
The
んでた。
Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
医学書。お、なんか医学書が進捗が進みましたよ。あ、小気度ですね。あ、これが小気度ってやつで、エドワード・ピアスは第一次大戦の退役軍人で、アームズ・アルゴンヌ攻勢に参加した。敵軍の砲火を浴びて壊滅したアメリカ部隊ロストバタリオンの数少ない生存者である。戦友の亡骸に囲まれながら食料も医療費もなく数日間にわたって答えることを余儀なくされた兵らは同胞から死亡したものとされていた。ああ、なるほどね。死んだと思われてたな。ピアスはそのトラウマを、背負うために取り付いた悪夢を振り払うために睡眠薬や酒に追われていると。ああ。で、なんか進捗が、あ、1上がってますね。はい。よいしょ。開くだけなバカな。いやいやいや、開くだけなんてそんな。開くだけとかある。あ、てか使えたんだ。もうこんなとこで使ったら燃えちゃうよ。
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
よし、じゃあ。あ、運命を左右しますだって。この一杯で運命が左右されてしまうの。では行きましょう。はい。第2章ダークウォーター港。ピアスはホーキンス事件を受けた呪われた絵画が火事を起こし、自らと家族を犠牲にしたとされている唯一の手がかりとして、彼女は父親に気味の悪い絵画を残していた。配送伝票の住所はダークウォーター島の追悼に建てられた倉庫。不当ですね。不当に建てられた倉庫。ここがピアースの調査の開始点になりそうだ。お酒飲んでなんか運命は分かれ道になったけど、飲まない方が良かったのかな。でもピアースはね、飲んだくれですから。そこは忠実にいかないといけないですね。はい。狂気に陥る。
almost there.
待って、どんだけ不気味な場所だ。いやおかしいだろ、不気味すぎるだろ。
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
ここには事件
Does the
の
Hawkins case
調
mean
査です
anything to
ね
you?。
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office.
はいはいはい。
If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood.
お伺いしますね。
I'm going for a look around the docks.
埠頭の周りを見てきますわ。はい。なんかさっきそういえば手に入れてましたね、ポイント。ああ、そうなんだ。あ、初期設定だったのか、さっきの。なるほどね。じゃあ、なんか目星とか心理学に振っときゃよかったな。何が必要かって、やっぱね、やっぱ筋力は必要なんですよ。これで確認。イエス。納金でいきましょう。場所、ダークウォーター湖。よし。もうバーに行く前にちょっとね。
Hey, Sullivan, can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
エドワード・ピアー
In
スと
any
申しま
case,
す。
it's
な
not
んで
very
です
important. I can't answer that.
You
答え
can't,
られない。
or you don't want to.
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you
行かせて
shysters.
んの
You're
か
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. You're
no,
not
no.
sailors. Oh, yeah? It's a sign. There's something coming.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
That's no way. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
警察
They're cops. They can't understand. You can't
話しかけられない
You're not
し。
sailors. Oh, yeah? It's a sign. There's something coming. Trouble.
普
Something
通に
real
話しか
bad.
ける。あ、いけない。
Don't put that beast back in the water, you
なんか
shysters. You're crazy.
戻すんじゃねえって言ってるね。ちょっと一旦いろいろ見てみましょうよ。あそこら辺の人とかに話しかけたらどうでしょうね。
But you can stay to watch if you want. You can
Oh,
pick up
nada.
the pieces.
Come on.
Nothing for you here either.
You'll see what a
Beat
true
it.
sailor's got in his belly.
あ、すいません。もう酒の密造人って書いてんじゃん。人だ。 答えてくれなさそうだ。
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
さて、お邪魔するぜ。
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Pure instinct. I behaved like a Hun, and I sincerely apologize.
Veteran, huh?
307th Infantry Regiment.
Well, that'll be okay for now. But the war is over. Try not to forget it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
おお、いい人ではないか。まずはね、
Captain
飲み
Fitzroy
物
told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
あーたったグラス一杯。
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
飲ませてくれるらしいですよ。
I think we'll get along well.
はい。運命を左右します。ダークウォーターについて聞く。
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater. When our whalers left for long months and came back, sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
ほう。それが真実だね。
Her
悪
vision.
く言うことにならない。
Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by
素晴
that?
らしい。
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
ほう。
You don't dare say a thing because you respect their memory. But that doesn't mean that you don't have a lot on your mind.
You're not a PI for nothing. Okay. I don't know what it's worth, though. But Mrs. Hawkins, she went to see her doctor very often.
She was sick.
Ah, I shouldn't have mentioned it to you. Forget it.
なんてことだ。これは聞かなくていいんじゃないかな。
Her
聞い
style
てみる
made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah? Well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
わかりました。
Anything else?
あ、びっくりした。
Do you know where this place is?
36
Warehouse
みんなに聞いて回ろうじゃないか。
Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors.
Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
なるほどね。
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
OK。
That'll be
サ
all
ンキュ
for
ー
now.
だ。さっき遊ばなかった。ああ。なんか一人一人聞いて回る感じかな。
And then he said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
And the doctor,
医者か。
what did he say?
違
He
うわ。
laughed.
収容所職員。
The miraculous catch.
奇
Apparently,
跡の獲物。それは
the most significant event of the last 80 years.
シャンティ1847年5月21日、奇跡の獲物。シケラが寄港してダークウォーターを飢餓から救ってくれた。希望してたところだったが、火曜日の午後遅く、スケラの乗組員あるいはその残党がダークウォーター港に戻った。島民たちは埠頭に駆け寄り、島最後の捕鯨船を迎えた。勇敢なる船が積んだ目を疑うほどの獲物に驚愕する人々。巨大なハクジラの体をしのぐそれはすでに奇跡の獲物と呼ばれ、デッキを埋め尽くしてもまだ余って船体からはみ出すほどであった。片言ですね。で、生き残った乗組員たちはその死闘を語る。その肉だけでなく品質も栄養も無類のものであった。このクジラの巨体でダークウォーターの多数の島民が食にありつけ、この土地に蔓延していた飢餓が終わるのは間違いない。貸し倉庫、マークス氏が普通に直接思うじゃん。脱足クジラに無料に招待しよう。お、なんか話しかけてますよ。
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
場所、オカルト、はいはい。あ、島民増えたね。手がかりも増えて、アイテム、知識がここでここに増えていくのか。
You like our song?
We're true sirens.
We
may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
ほう。いいですね。
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
サンキュー、話聞かせてくれて。他に話を、なんかあの女の人に話聞くと進みそうだよね。
What you looking at, stranger?
飲めるな。
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it.
ああ、もう聞けないの。何何その話聞かせて。あ、話やめちゃったよ。プロヒビション。英語は苦手なのだ。英語なのかわからんわ。プレじゃないんかい。てか出れるわけじゃないんかい。はい。よいしょ。ってことで、取れるわけじゃないんかい。じゃあ、フィッツロイに話しかけに行きますか。フィッツロイ。どこフィッツロイ。
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat.
Cat? ちょっと見て回らせていきますよ。
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
閉めて。特に何もないらしい。あ、そう、これ、両側から開くの。
A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped
い
for
くら
more
取れ
than
たかとかを
7
記録し
years.
てたんですかね。
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
すごい。模型だ。これはなんだ？お、医学が進歩しましたよ。いいですね。これでどんどん上げていきたいところでございます。まあ確かにね、医学なんてね、本読まないと進まないよね。
This man and Fitzroy could be twins. 開けるだけか What a
い。
macabre souvenir.
あ、義足か。ほうほうほうほう。うん。はあ、なるほどね。じゃあ、フィッツロイ、話を聞かせてくれ。
I brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck. I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
ああ、これか。
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. That's all I'll get from them.
手がかり。よいしょ。回転したところでよ。あ、本当にくるっと回転しかできないんだ。あ、いなくなってる。はいよ。じゃあこっちから出てみます。なんかあるかな。壊れそう。ほら。
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah,
I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
ダークウォーターについて聞いて、おお、
I'm just back from the wharves.
シャチ
The
で。
dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Indeed, you're right.
なるほどね。
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
言い伝えですか。
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
見ましたよ。
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
見ましたとも。
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
ほう。あ、ちょっと待って。あ、びっくりした。
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
この倉庫教え
Look,
てく
it's
れ。
right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
一個一個見ろってこと。
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
てか、なんかめちゃめちゃ解除されてんな、自分。
Can you tell me where the warehouse is again?
Look, I've already shown it
あ
to
あ、すい
you.
ません。
It's the one with the cop on guard duty out
管
front.
理をしている場所だ。
You can't miss it.
Understood.
ほうほ
Your
う。
manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
ほう。え、あ、お。
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of
分かっ
1847.
てないんだ。
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder?
あ、
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
選択肢。あれだね。あ、もらえたらしいですよ。アイテム、知識。うわ、船長。さて、何に振りましょうか。じゃあ、5CP いるじゃん。今気づいたわ。 あープロプロプロプロ。どうしよっかな。40%欲しいよね。ほい。はーい。OK。お、ずれてるずれてる。なんちゅう引っ張り方やねん。それ大丈夫なの
Oh yeah. He's gonna get us into trouble.
Trouble.
You can't understand.
What could have done so much damage?
いやー、すげえ
Don't
傷
put
や
that
な。
beast back in the water, you shysters. You're
す
crazy.
ごい傷やな。
Cops, they can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Get it? Nobody listens.
釣れてるかい？釣れそうかい？釣れなさそうだね。なんだあれ、気になる。なんか緑色に光ってるのすげえ嫌だな。何？なんかめっちゃ書いてるんだけど。
Saint Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
聖ブレンダー。クジラと捕鯨員の守護精神は今もダークウォーターの戦術の船乗りを守っているのか？見たところ聖ブレンダーの前に他の神がいて、崇拝者はそのような意見を持っていないようだ。同盟は今も過去の聖人を崇拝しているが、別の置かれているって像に印が刻まれた。めっちゃ書き込まれてるやん。さあ、飽きそうなところはないかい？あったわ。はい。ピッキング、鍵開け能力。
Damnation. I broke it. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
マジか。鍵開け失敗してんぞ。いけないか。はーん。これさ、ああ、しっかり落ちないわ。まずはそこの人。ダメだ。話聞けない。そこの人は
You live here?
Yeah.
Why did you do that, huh? We saw what you did to St. Brendan. Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
見ただけなんだけど。おい、絶対喧嘩になるやん、これ。
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the navigator. He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty. There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue. Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us. What brings you to dark water?
何しに来たん
The
だ
two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum. They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder? They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors. If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
あ、やべ。
Nothing at all.
島について聞く。
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly? You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
あららららら、失
St.
敗したか。
Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here. Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here. So we drink.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat. It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
マジか。はい、ありがとう。戻る。
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
はーい。サンキュー。なんかない。入れるってことはなんかありそうじゃない？ないか。話を聞くのにいろいろ調査して話しないと話が解除されないみたいですね。そこの人にも話聞いてみる。
Where do you think you're going?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
ほう。
What more can you say about the death of the
家族の
Hawkins
死なん
family?
かあり知ってませんか？
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's
危険
dangerous.
すぎる。
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well
自
alone.
分の家の中。
You again. I told you to be...
No need to
Ah,
get
so
worked up.
すいません。いや違う方聞けばよかったな。いや全部質問できるわけじゃないんだ。
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
ほう。盗み聞きできたけどやっぱ怖いんだね、あのキャットって女の人がね。
Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut.
Why, we don't have a clear conscience.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two
これ調べてる
soaps.
んださ。ごめ
Go
ん
die
ね
of。thirst, a lot of you. It'll stink less.
どうなんだろう。キャッ
Cat,
トの人で働いてんのか。
she's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes.
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope you had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
やば。ここは
So, who are
じゃ
you?
あ誰なんだ？
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
I went to see
Wait.
the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors.
ほ
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
う。戻って。
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
Now, we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
なるほど。どうしよっかね。
Get it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get...
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work.
You didn't tell me that...
Because its owner is dead. And I... Now,
You don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Corpse. あ、いなくなってるじゃないですか。怖っ。こっから部屋の中が聞こえるわ。扉ないぞ。取っ手がない。
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you.
ありがとう。
I shall take my leave.
ああ、船長に聞けってことか。え、めっちゃ車やん。お、目星スキルではなんかあるぞ。
A handle. It must come from these old
お、
winches.
さっきの使えるんじゃないか。なんかある。重りを危険なく支える
This
ための
ratchet
パーツ。
device seems to be usable.
おお。目星強っ。
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
おお。なんかあるかな。お、なんだ。
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
ああ、なるほどね。もう把握ですよ、把握。大丈夫かな、これ。まあ、まずは。
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
ラチェットをつける。ハンドルをつける。ブレーキにしてはだいぶあれだね。か。いや、足りない。さあ、目星、仕事をするのだ。ほい。多分もうちょいなんかあれが必要だ。あと必要なアイテムね。一旦船長に話しかけてみようぜ。そこに何やってんの、人。 この人も釣りしてる。あ、船に乗れない。絶対あれ良くないよね。
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
あ、だけ。失礼。船長。
You're back again. What can I do for you?
なんかよかい。
Apparently, the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type.
この話を聞かないといけなかったってことか。
You're back again. What can I do for you?
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
OK。じゃあ、あそこの開けたらそろそろ終わりますかね。遠くから聞こえてくるんだよな。多分これで開くんじゃない？それやった。あ、そういうわけじゃないの。あらま。どうすればいいと思います？開けたいね。開けるまでやりたいね。いやー、これは次回に持ち越しですね。はい。ということで次回この網は開くのかというところで開けたいですね。開きそうなんだけどね。はい。ということで次回お楽しみにしててください。ということで次回お楽しみにって何回言うんじゃん。はい。ということでCall of Cthulhu第1話ここまでということでね。次回地下水のロックを開けて次へ進んでいきたいと思います。では次回お楽しみに。それじゃまたね。